Before I get started, I just want to apologize for my lighting. I have no idea what's actually going on with it. I've tried to adjust the angle a little bit, so we'll see how this works out. Hopefully this is okay. Today we'll be talking about the drama history film called Sight. I want to thank the fine folks over at Angel Studios for sending this over to me a little bit early and talking about it with you guys to let you guys know if this film is worth a watch. This film will be coming to theaters on May the 24th, so sit back and enjoy my review. Sight follows the inspiring true story of Ming Wang, an impoverished Chinese prodigy who flees communist China to become a pioneering eye surgeon in America. The film stars Chen, Kinnear, Fionnula Flanagan, Wai Ching Ho, and Raymond Ma, and was directed by Hyatt, and I've never seen any of his films before. Going into Sight, I honestly didn't have the highest expectations for this film. I'm not really big on religious films. I don't like really preachy messaging kind of films, and I saw this trailer about a year and a half ago. It was under a different distributor, and I guess Angel Studios then picked up the rights, and now it's being released here at the end of May. I was just hoping this film wouldn't be too preachy, and I'm happy to say that it is not too preachy, and it sticks to the story. So we have this little girl who is in a poor town of India. She is sleeping, and her mother ends up pouring sulfuric acid into her eyes and making her go blind. Fast forward to 2007, and you have Ming Wang, who is a successful eye surgeon. He is doing laser eye surgery for a lot of different patients, and then he actually gets introduced to this little girl who is now 6 years old, and she wants to be cured of her blindness. We go back and forth between him really deciding what he's going to actually do with this little girl. Is he going to perform surgery? Does he really have the tools to really do so? Is she really curable? He goes back and forth with that. And then we get to go back into his life in the 1960s. This is during the Cultural Revolution, and this is where they have a goal to preserve Chinese communism while also purging the remnants of capitalist and also traditional elements in the Chinese culture. And you really see that come to full effect. There's a lot of crazy things that's really happening within the government and this other group of people. So you really see him really struggle with that, certain dangerous ways of just what's really going on in their society. You get to really see him have his first love and how he really connects with this one little girl, and certain things really happen between that love where he really reflects into his life as of now. A lot of this film really just shows how his really life came about and how he really went to America and his path to really get to America and be this successful eye surgeon that he is. I thought the movie was actually shot well. I thought it was acted well, and I didn't think it was overly cheesy. There were a few moments where I was like, okay, just a little bit, felt a little Lifetime-ish, but not too cringy. I feel like this film, it definitely needed more of the modern portion of Ming Wang's life. I felt like we got a lot of the past, which is great. We got to really see him rise above the ranks and actually go to America. But I felt like when he does go to America, we're already seeing him as this successful eye surgeon, which definitely brought the story down for me. I felt like it was just too much of going to the flashbacks and him really thinking and reflecting on those flashbacks. I get the culture aspect, and he had struggles to really get to where he was at, but I just felt like once he is successful and he goes to America, we don't really see that. We get to see him kind of go into action and try to perform this eye surgery and try to make people see again, which is really great. But I felt like some of the emotion of the story was kind of left out. I felt like he had to have some kind of struggles when he came to America. I did find myself being taken out a little bit from this film because once you get into some of the present moments in the film, I felt like they would just spend a little bit of time in that present moment, and then they would cut away and we'd go to a flashback and we'd hear something else about Ming Wang's life, and I was just like, okay, that's cool that we get to hear certain things about his past, but I was trying to get emotionally invested in this one scene in the present time, and they keep doing that throughout this film, which I thought was kind of a problem to actually develop certain emotions towards the present characters. I think that people that will like this film will be people that really like Angel Studios types of films, Lifetime kind of films, and films that feel very uplifting. You like watching true true biography stories. I don't really think this is a film that I would ever revisit. I can say that it's definitely not made for me. I definitely felt like at times that I was just a little bit bored by the story. I felt like it was kind of paint by the numbers at points. And I felt like there wasn't too many challenges that this eye surgeon actually faced when he was in the present time, which really took away from the film itself. And even in those present moments, like I said, it was hard to get into some of the emotional moments and really care about certain said things that were going on because they would just hurry up, cut away, and then I wouldn't feel the emotion whatsoever. So do I recommend this film? I'm gonna say that it depends. As far as a score for me, I would give it a 2.5 out of 5. It was just an okay film. It really isn't the kind of film that I would probably seek out. Definitely at a theater. It's definitely one of those movies that I would definitely wait to watch at home unless you just really love these kinds of movies. Maybe you don't go to the theater that much. You like these true paint by the number kind of biography films, and you like that feel good fuzzy story that has that true side to it where you can really learn about an individual. Though I wish that we had a little bit more to really chew on with this individual. There's definitely people out there that will absolutely love this movie, probably give it like a 5 out of 5, watch it over and over, and this is definitely their kind of film. So definitely good for those folks because they will absolutely love this film. I definitely would be interested to see how this really relates to the book because I definitely think that certain things are definitely cut from this story because it definitely felt like how it wrapped up and how certain things were really played out, that certain things were kind of missing from this story. But overall for me, it's a film that I will watch one time and one time only. And I can say overall that it was an okay watch, filmed rather well for what it was. You know, characters and acting was fine, but just something that really wasn't for me overall, but nothing that is horrible or something that is unwatchable. Let me know down in the comments, what did you guys think about this film? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you just think it was kind of meh? And if you haven't checked it out, are you going to check it out in a theater? Are you going to wait till streaming or digital? Or are you going to skip it altogether? Leave any and all comments down below. And if you've watched a bunch of Angel Studios films, what is your favorite one? Leave your favorite down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.